Hello everyone, I'm Nargizbayramova, senior IT student, and this is very brief explanation video assignment 3 on web and mobile 2. So in this assignment, we were required to create very simple RESTful application using Spring, which was similar to the previous one actually. And this is our folder structure. We actually have two main applications in this folder. We will be compiling and running first our first application, then the second one, and talk about the details of each. Let's start with the first one. Oh, before actually going into the details, I would like to introduce a very brief insight about the four main tasks that we were supposed to solve. First one was about creating CRUD and performing validation for data entries, then using DTO pattern and performing both dynamic and automatic mapping using Mapstract instead of manual. Our second task was about unit tests and some integration tests for controller methods. And the third task was about logging a message for, let's say, each method, which is called in the service classes with information about input parameters, return values, and time of the execution time, let's say. And finally, last task was about developing our second application, which will use endpoints exposed from the first application, listening to the different port. I will also show you the endpoints on the new app to send requests and redirect responses back to the user. We also have bonus task as well, which was about Dockerization of application. I'll show you at the end of this video. I will show you Docker files for each application and so on. Now, for running our first application, let's go to the detail. Let's go to run and compile our assignment 3 application file inside main Java in our source folder. Okay, let's just run this application and wait it to start. Yes, our application has already started. We can see it from here, this line. Now we need to send requests of the endpoints. So this is Postman, and we have endpoint requests for each application. We will use the request for the first application. Let's send one by one each of them. Update payment and delete by ID. Yes, now we can see they are received here, the details after start. Yes. Now let's just stop this here and go to the tests. We will start with unit tests and run actually tests and see what's fetch and more. Let's try again because we should have more tests here. In fact, it's let me just go with this and go to the yes, let me just do it again. Yes, I was running just a wrong file, just technical problem, minor problem. Anyways, but it's successful. We can see the results fetched one by one. About the delete update, this is the deleted payment. This here we can get the payment details. In this one, we will get all of them, all payments. In this one, this is also successful. Yes, this is also successful, which creates payment, and this updates existing payment. You can see the details in here. Now let's go to the another test. Actually, controller integration test. And run a current file and see. Yes, successful as well. It's actually same logic here as well. We can see the message here, same as well, about the delayed payment, about the this was creating and this was updating. That was all about unit tests and integration, controller integration. Now we should continue with our second application. Let's go to the second application in new window, because we will be using endpoints exposed from the first one. Now let's run our application, run current file and go. Let me just resize and see if it started. Yes, our second application has already started as well. Now let's go to send request endpoints for the second one. This is our request for the second one. Let's send one by one. And the last one. And it should be fine. Yes, working. Now let's go to the integration test. We can actually stop, but no, let's just keep it. Okay. And let's run current file. This should be actually same logic, you'll see. Let's refresh. This is probably because of this, I guess. Let me just. Yes, this is also successful. It's okay to have some errors on testing. It's normal. And I'll show actually the result. Yes, in this line you can see the details, results fetched. In this as well. This was get payment endpoint. This was creating endpoint. This was about updating and all. Now we have actually run and test our second application as well. One last step is about Dockerization, which was our last task. And we will Dockerize both of the application, and while it's opening, I can show the Docker files here. You can see this one for our second application, and this one for our first application. Let me just show the content of oh, where did it go? No, just let me, yes, it's here. Let me show you content of, yes, so we are fine with our Docker files as well. Now just restart. No, let's go to their Docker app image and run. And that's all. We have examined Docker files for each project and created image, which was shown in the video previously. I just showed you. In order to let's say clone and like compile and run this file, you should have actually Docker installed on your machine and create the image for your own. because since the size of the image is too big, it's not uploaded. Well, that was all from explanation of assignment 3. Thank you for your attention.